Hi Year 10. This week's assembly is about sugar awareness. I thought we'd start by having a chat with my old friend, Lord Sugar. Lord Sugar, thank you very much for taking the time to join us in our Year 10 assembly. I just wondered if I could start by asking you about what you remember from your time at school.
I was born into a working class family, very hard working class family in the council flats. We basically never had any, never had any money really. So if you wanted anything, I soon learned that from about the age of 14 or 15, if I wanted something, I had to go and get it myself. Not that my parents wouldn't assist. So it's a hunger, really, a hunger for making sure that I don't end up, if you like, as poor and deprived as, say, my family was. So that was it. And then there's this entrepreneurial spirit that I was fortunate to have within me, capable of spotting opportunities and doing things. And as I've said, and must be 1,000 times.
Right, so we'll come back to Lord Sugar a bit later on. So let's just have a little talk about what sugar actually is. Sugar is a carbohydrate which gives foods a sweet taste. It occurs naturally in lots of different foods, but more importantly, it's added to a wide range of foods that you'll be familiar with: sweets, cakes, biscuits, chocolates, fizzy drinks, and a lot of juice drinks. So the sugar that's added to your food shouldn't make up more than 10% of your total calorie intake. And for an adult man, that's about 70 grams of sugar per day. And for women, about 50 grams of sugar per day. This obviously depends on your size, your age, and obviously also how active you are. So we all know that fizzy drinks like Coca-Cola contain lots of sugar. But I thought it might be fun to try an experiment to find out exactly how much sugar is in one bottle of fizzy drink. So I popped to the shops to buy myself a bottle of Coke.
Cashier number 4, please.
Okay, now I've bought my bottle of Coke, I can see from the ingredients that the two main ingredients in a bottle of Coke are sugar and water. And I want to just see how much sugar there is. I want to actually see that sugar. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and boil my bottle of Coke on the hob, and I'm going to try and evaporate all the water away and leave myself just the sugar so I can see how much sugar I'm left with. Right, okay, so I've got my bottle of Coke, and in order to remove the water, I'm going to try and boil the Coke in a saucepan on the hob. So first things first, let's get our 1 litre of Coke into our saucepan. Let's get some heat on. Now we just need to wait for that to boil. Okay, my Coke is boiling quite nicely now. You can see the bubbles forming. There's water vapour coming off there as well, because obviously the water that's in the Coke evaporates at 100 degrees. The sugar will stay behind. So eventually all the water will be gone and we should be left with a coloured sugary syrup. We'll leave that for a little bit longer.
Young blokes, so it's not a case of partying when you or enjoying yourself in your 20s. You can still enjoy yourself. And I enjoyed myself in building a business up.
Okay, we're doing really well now. You can see the levels dropped quite a lot from where we started. We're going to leave that going for a little bit longer. What we're looking for is that it starts looking a bit thicker, a bit like a syrup, and a bit less like watery Coke. So we'll just give that a little bit longer, but I think we're nearly there. Okay, so I can tell that's nearly done because most of our water's disappeared and some of the syrup that's left is starting to stick to the bottom of the pan. I can also smell it starting to burn a little bit as well. So even though that looks very liquidy still, that's actually mostly made of melted sugar. So I'm going to take that off the hob now. We're going to let that cool down for a few minutes. Okay, so that's been cooling for about 10 minutes and it's still very liquidy. Don't know if you can see that. And what I'm going to try and do is, I've got a bowl and some greaseproof paper. And I'm going to try and tip our liquid sugar into a bowl. Trying not to burn myself. Okay, there's our liquid sugar in some greaseproof paper with a bowl underneath. I'm going to pop that into the fridge, let that cool down, and we'll come back a little bit later and see what it looks like. Okay, so I've finally got my sugar out of the fridge, and here it is, like a huge caramel lollipop. There's my original Coke bottle, and that is the amount of sugar that is in one bottle of Coke. Okay, it looks that colour because it's still got the caramel colouring inside. I don't know about you, but that certainly makes me think twice about drinking a bottle of Coke. That's pretty gross. So as it's Sugar Awareness Week, here's a few ideas that you could maybe try to try and cut down your sugar consumption. So if you're keen on fizzy drinks, try and swap them out for high juice squashes, or even better, water. Sparkling water's actually quite nice. Try and reduce your sugar intake in hot drinks. So if you have sugar in tea or coffee, try and slowly reduce that down so you have no sugar at all. And breakfast tends to be quite a sugar heavy meal. So if you have jam or marmalade or maybe honey on your toast in the morning, try swapping that out for low fat spreads or even fruit. Sliced banana on toast is actually quite nice. Make sure that you check the nutritional labels on the foods that you buy. This will help you make informed decisions about whether that food is actually healthy or not. And finally, breakfast cereals, try and go for things like bran flakes or corn flakes without sugar, rather than things like Frosties or Cocoa Pops, which all tend to be covered in sugar. Okay, so we're almost at the end of our assembly. I think we just need to thank Lord Sugar for joining us. Lord Sugar, thank you very much for joining us.
I'm not sure if I've answered the question. Yeah.